You said you closed 4,250 in the last 4 weeks.
Yes, and then I did 800 last week. So
What?
there's been, yeah,
So you have made it.
I have made
Oh
it, yes.
my God.
I very much paid off my camera, my lens, and all of that. So
So this is Sarah, and if you look at the date here, that is the 19th of September, right? But she started on the first of February. So February, March, April, May, June, July, September, right? So about 6.5 months, she hit the highest month of her career, right, at that time. But if you see here, on the 1st February, she say here, I'm literally brand new to this. Yeah, been so passionate for a lifetime, just need a push, right? And she even say that, well, I don't know if I can do this, I have ADHD and all of this stuff, right? So if you notice as well, she bought a secondhand camera from a secondhand shop for $600 Australian dollars. So that's 450 USD, right? So it's not a fancy camera or anything like that. But we started with a goal, and she told me that one of the goal is she just want to take good photo. And she told me that, in 2 years, 2 or 3 years time, she want to make money from photography. And I told her that you can achieve all this in 3 6 months, right? And she say here, I just get so excited to think that I could be doing this for a living for 3 to 6 months, right? And that 6 months, right, or 6.5, that was her highest month, right? So she achieved that. But it's not always easy, right? And this is, you see here on the 28th of February, she say herself, I avoided yesterday. I don't like asking people, especially to buy things from me. You ever feel that way as well? Yeah, and this is some of the things that usually stopping people for being successful, right? And this is some of the things that we crush in our mentorship, right? And we shift that focus from being scared to being empowered, right? And yeah, she even say here, I've been avoiding it in the past 2 weeks because it scares me, right? But when she finally implemented, right? I remember this because I went for a hike and I came back. I turned on my cell phone and I get so many messages from her, and I was like, "What happened?" Right? I was so worried for her, and I realized that she was giving me an update. She was just so excited, right? She was like, "Oh my God, I posted. Oh my God, 1% inquiry. I got 5 inquiry. I got 15." And at the end of it, there was about 30, 40 people inquiring, yeah, and 15 people ended up buying, and she sold a package of $200 for 15 minutes, yeah, so that's $3,000. And you can see here the 5th of June, yeah, so February, March, April, May, and June, right? So that's 4 months, yeah, from the very first she started, right? And this is the things. Usually the things that's stopping us from taking action is fear. Yeah. And sometimes we're scared of what people might have think of us when we say A, B, or C, right? What happened if we fail, right? And this is some of the things that are going through our head. So these are some of the things that we addressed in the mentorship so that you can take action and you don't wait for tomorrow, 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 and then you end up on your dying bed, right? And this is actually the biggest reason why most people fail. Yeah, because failure is actually good. Failure actually help you to get towards your goal if you use that as a lesson instead of a burden, right? But instead, most of us, we blame ourselves, right? We hate ourselves. It takes away our confidence. And this is some of the things that we change in our mentorship, right? We turn obstacles into opportunities, from problems into possibilities, right? Because actually problems is good. Without problems, nobody want to buy your photography, right? The reason why they want to buy your photography, the reason why your business is successful, right? Even the small business that you do with your husband is because there is a problem that you're solving, right? So that's exactly right. And this is the thing, right? You know, life is happening for you, right? And everything that has happened to you is to reveal the best version of you, right? And sometimes we have to take the hard decision to get an easy life instead of easy the decision that give us a harder life, right? Can you resonate with that? Yeah, I think we all done that, yeah. So this is Sarah when she sold her first print. And this photo here is actually shot using an auto mode, right, in JPEG. And that was 6 weeks when she sold her first print, right? And this is all of the feedback that she got from her. And it's, look at this, right? Tennille say, highly recommend Sarah work, anyone needing family should, right? Thank you for giving us magical moment, which can now cherish for years to come, right? Those are the things that's important and that Sarah give value to her audience. Yeah. Actually, this is the reason why she's able to make money from her photography, not only the photography. Yeah. And yeah, this was her 19th September. She got a new camera. She replaced that old camera, and now she's a full-time photographer, right?
And then I've got
Yeah.
somebody going, oh, my friend might actually join with me too. And I'm like, oh, that's 3 clients instead of 1. And then yeah, people just really happy recommending you. So it's I got really good feedback. I had finally got the photos back from the session I did about a month ago, and the dad, the one that came over from overseas, he had like tears in his eyes looking at the photos. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying is that it's not only making money, but you're actually making impact when you're doing this, right? And this is Sarah. It's not only making the money, but also impact. And what I teach is not about hustling to get sales, right? But actually building a stepping stone so that you have a sustainable business, right? Most photographers, unfortunately, have the hustling mindset and they just hustling and hustling and never stop hustling,